Welcome to the Verde River. It is one of the largest streams that has a continuous flow of surface water throughout the year in Arizona. It's about 170 miles long, or 270 kilometers, and carries a mean flow of 602 cubic feet per second at its mouth. The Verde River veins through the heart of Arizona, north of its capital city, Phoenix, making it a popular weekend getaway for busy families. Among the 27 species of fish found in the Verde are dozens of locals who frequent this river daily for various activities such as fishing, camping, and kayaking. Waiting at the launch pad with all of the boats. Me and one group are here waiting while they go drop off the vehicles at the landing pad. So all the boats are here. We are ready to launch as soon as they get back. And then it'll be nice to have some vehicles waiting for us when we get to the landing pad. So it's going to be about a 10-mile paddle. We're going to be on the water for about 6 hours or so. We're going to stop for lunch, and I am just super excited. I can't wait to get on the water. Having only been kayaking twice before with inflatable kayaks, I was glad I wasn't alone. I joined this trip with a paddlers club. Among them were wonderful, kind, and more importantly, skilled yakers who were more than happy to give me some tips on what to expect with my new hardshell kayak. We started our adventure by launching at White Bridge. I instantly noticed how club members look out for each other, help each other, and work together as a team. Well, I made it onto the water. Got the group getting in. I think we're just waiting for everyone to get in the water, and then we're going to start taking off. John and Jerry were my cheerleaders. They boosted my confidence, telling me, hey, look, if we can do it, so can you. While Bill helped me select proper gear to have with me on the water, Richard was generous enough to help me get my kayak and I to the launch site and back to camp after, while Fred, our gracious host and organizer of this trip, did a quick head count and laid down some ground rules.
If I do this first, I'm asking you, are you okay? You respond, I'm okay, same thing. Going down, we want to stay to the right until we get to something called Clear Creek, which is where we're going to stop and spend take some time, take a little break. Going down the rapids, maintain distance. If somebody gets in trouble in front of you and you're too close, you'll be in trouble also. So give them space. Okay, I've got my trailing ropes. I hope other people. I think we're all good. Going down rapids, don't pay attention to people behind you. Look straight ahead. If you try to look behind you to see what's going on, you will dunk.
Okay.
Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Sure, yes, sir.
At the start of White Bridge, the waters are wide and calm like a sheet of wavy glass. The flora and fauna along the riparian zone casts cathedral-like reflections along the river's edge. Occasionally, you'll hit a light rapid to give you a taste of what's coming. It was the perfect beginning to our adventure, and it gave me the chance to take it all in, inhale a deep breath of fresh air, and take a moment to appreciate the natural wonders of the Verde. But more importantly, it gave me the chance to get my paddle wet for the first time in my new-to-me kayak. This is so peaceful. It makes me so incredibly happy to be out here. This is so beautiful. Hey, John.
Nothing to it, right?
It's pretty easy so far. Nothing too rapidy. It's beautiful out here, though. My gosh.
It's always nice.
Hit some rapids up ahead. I'm just gonna follow the same path as John there. Looks like there's a little bit of a John got in the water. John's in the water. I'm gonna go help him out. I'm coming, John.
My paddle got stuck. This is the first one I've ever tipped, and I didn't want to jinx myself from saying that.
All right. Let's see if we can pick her up.
Paddle, I knew I was gonna. My paddle just ended up getting caught.
You okay, Derek? Got everything still in your boat? Oh, you're good, Richard. You're good. I'm just trying to help Jerry out.
Man, so much for fun.
That's what we were dealing with over there. It's kind of a drop off. I went right there to help Jerry where she was stuck, and then I saw John got dunked in. Pumping the boat now. Should be good to go. Well, I'm all wet now, trying to help Jerry out of that water. But I'm glad we were able to get her out. We pumped her boat. She's back in. Everything's good. Just waiting for the other half of the group to catch up now. I'm just having such a wonderful time. Well, it's my first time with my own kayak. I've done like inflatables twice before. Like you end up at a winery and then you drink wine at the end of the night. It was like a little tour, but it was only like 30 minutes long. So this is like really my first trip, really.
This river is probably a little bit more challenging than the next part of the river.
All right, we got another rapid up ahead. I'm gonna let this gentleman go first. Take the route he did.
Easy peasy. That was fun.
One thing I noticed about the Verde River is there's these sections where it's calm, but then all of a sudden the river gets more narrow, the rapids pick up, and you're just having a load of fun. But it's not an adrenaline rush all the way through. In this section, my boat did go sideways a little bit here and I lose control, but I do manage to fix myself. This was one of the more challenging sections of the river. These two streams were coming together and the rapids are picking up. I do lose a little control right here. I go sideways and I end up running into this bank. But it didn't give me enough time to fix myself before the upcoming heavier rapids up ahead. And it was super rocky and wavy. And my boat was just going in sideways and backwards. And I didn't really get good footage of it. But I managed to stay on the boat.
Nice save.
I thought I was going in. I'm so sorry. I for sure thought I was going in.
I was right behind you. I was like, oh boy.
I know. I'm sure you thought I was going in too.
One thing I did learn is these rapids are quite deceiving. You could see the team is just waiting to make sure everyone gets through okay. And these rapids don't look challenging, but it just whips you around really quick and you end up falling. A lot of us did fall in this section. Fortunately, I managed to stay on the boat, but I definitely think I could have handled that section a little better. We stopped at Clear Creek to have some lunch and take a break. And there was this drop off here. It was almost like a little mini waterfall. And while you're approaching this, you're not even entirely sure how far down it goes. So it is a little intimidating when you're approaching this. But all in all, I was able to make it out safely. And, once you actually do it, it's really not that big of a deal. After our short break at Clear Creek, we set back onto the river. We had about 2 hours left before we would reach our landing pad and takeout at Beasly Flats. For the remainder of the trip, we were struggling with harsh headwinds that kept us continuously paddling.
There was a section there that was so windy. Headwind. Oh man, that got me tired.
Towards the end of the trip, I noticed myself taking rapids with a little bit more confidence. I finally figured out by sticking your paddle in the water, you could control the boat from spinning out at the end of a turn, having to work a little less hard through those windy sections. This new technique also allowed me to set myself up better for consecutive rapids.
Oh, that headwind was tough.
Bill's feeling it in the canoe.
I'm feeling it on this one too. I'm working hard to keep this thing straight.
You able to catch some videos a little bit with your phone?
I've been able to, yeah. We'll see how they turn out though.
Wow, Phil, you okay?
Oh yeah, I just had to pee.
Oh, sorry.
Well, if you really, really wanted to know,
Tell us everything, Phil.
well, I'll tell you what, the flow pretty good.
Yeah? Everything flow out okay?
Yeah.
I thought the headwind was over, but it stayed persistent. If I stopped paddling, I wasn't moving forward. I noticed members who didn't have a sit-on-top kayak like myself were gliding through a little easier than I was, having to paddle a little harder. Bill, the canoe guy, was struggling as well. I started to pass all of the inflatable kayaks that were ahead of us. I'm sure they were struggling the most.
Oh man, that headwind killed me.
You ain't got nothing to complain about.
I don't? I feel like it's freaking hard, man.
I
got, what, 6 inches of butt higher than me. That wouldn't catch me. It'll flip me around in a heartbeat.
Oh, man.
So how's your first trip going?
So far, so good.
No flips?
None yet. But day's not over yet, right?
We can fix that.
Yeah? You're gonna flip me over now?
Well, baptize you.
Well, I did jump in to help Jerry out.
Okay, yeah.
That was in the beginning.
By the end of the paddle, my arms were toast. My hands were burnt and my lips were chapped from the sun. But the scenery changed with beautiful white cascading cliffs right before the end, and the shade they provided was welcoming. It was a grueling adventure, one I will always remember. I had an amazing time and I met amazing people. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.